How to calculate your ovulation day. Whether you are trying to conceive or you just want to know about your menstrual cycle, this video is for you. Today we're going to be talking about how to calculate your ovulation day in the simplest method possible. If this is what you have been looking for, then you are in the right place. We got your back. Now we have to start. What is the first thing you have to do in order to calculate your ovulation day? You have to know your menstrual cycle. If you don't know your menstrual cycle, then you might get your ovulation day wrong. The first thing is calculate your menstrual cycle. So if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscription button and let's continue. All right. So to calculate your menstrual cycle, the menstrual cycle is from the day you bleed to the previous day before the next bleeding. What am I trying to say? So this is day 1 of your menstrual cycle. Someone who has a day 28. This is a 28-day cycle. So it means that the next menses came on the day 29. Therefore, if you see your menses again to calculate another person might say the cycle is today is day 1 and then the next cycle is it falls on day 32. So it means that if the person starts bleeding today and counts day 1 as day 1 and counts 1, 2, 3 up to day 32, then you should be seeing your next menses on day 33, which is day 1 for the next cycle. It's important that you do this for 3 cycles and have an average to know your menstrual cycle. Once you know your menstrual cycle, what do you do to calculate your ovulation day? Let's say another person has a day 1 and then we have a cycle day 26. So these are different cycles. How do you then calculate your ovulation day? Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please hit that notification bell, hit that subscription button, because you won't want to be missing out on this very important and great content. Okay, let's continue. You see, on day 1, in order to calculate your ovulation day, these are for people who have regular cycles. What do you do then? You say your menstrual cycle minus 14. But why? Because after ovulation occurs, you have just 14 days for the next menses to occur. Therefore, in this case, if we say 28 minus 14, what is it going to give you? 14. It's going to give you 14. We have day 1 to day 14 and day 14 to day 28. That's 14 days. Here we have 14 days and we have 14 days. So its year is equal. So people who have a 28-day cycle, it's usually easy to calculate. In someone who has a 32-day cycle, what do you say? 32 minus 14, what does it give? It gives 18. So your own ovulation day, if you have a 32-day cycle, your ovulation day falls on day 18. So definitely it's going to fall where? On day 18. So we see here it's going to be on day 18. Here still remains 14, then here 18. So we see where the variation comes in. People who have a longer cycle, they tend to have a longer day before their ovulation day. Now, in someone who has a 26-day cycle, you say 26 minus 14, which gives us 12. Therefore, here we have the 12. So here is 12, here remains 14, and here is 12. So do we see where the variation comes in? Therefore, to calculate your ovulation day, what do? You first of all calculate your menstrual cycle and ensure that you calculate it correctly, because if you don't calculate it correctly, therefore your ovulation day will be wrong. So I hope that this is very understood. And once you have your menstrual cycle, what do? You take your menstrual cycle minus 14, then you have your ovulation day. That is as simple as possible. But wait, there are also physical signs which you can be looking for to be quite sure again that is your ovulation day. You also see your cervical mucus which has changed, the texture has changed, vaginal discharges, it becomes transparent and it's sticky. So you touch it and it's sticky. That can also indicate that is your ovulation day. Secondly, you can have an increase in your body temperature. If you've been taking your temperature constantly, then you see that there is a rise at that time, about 0.5 to 1 degree Celsius increase. That can also show you that your this is your ovulation period. And lastly, another way to be confirmed, to be super sure that that is your ovulation day, you can also use the ovulation test kit. This ovulation test kit is almost like the pregnancy test where it shows two lines if it is your ovulation day, and this measures the luteinizing hormones that spikes during your ovulation period. I hope that this was helpful. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and don't forget to share it to your friends, your family members, because this can help them during conception, for them to plan and prevent unplanned pregnancies. And if you're planning to have children, it's very easy to know your ovulation day and when you can get pregnant. Thank you very much. And if you want to have a private consultation with me, if you want us to calculate it together, especially on your own, and you can click on the link below and get to me. Also, you can also join our community of over 600 people who are we talk about pregnancy, follow up of your pregnancy, and as well preconception care and everything pregnancy related. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye.